My wartime communications from Salvador. He's been sending me messages like this for the last year.
Agent Calavera, I have word that you arrived in Rubalcaba safely. This is great news, as your service to the LSA may now continue. I am pleased to report the successful hatching of the eggs you liberated. The hatchlings, which Eva has named Manny and Meche, are quite healthy and eager to serve our cause. With luck, my next letter will be borne to you across the sky by these young gossamer wings of truth. For the revolution, Salvador Limones.
I'm not done reading it yet, but maybe later. Ah, to sleep. Perchance to have nightmares about spiders and beavers. Can't. What if Meche makes her big arrival and I sleep through it? Ah, Lady Luck.
Le numéro gagnant, le 23, rouge, entre les passes. 23, red. Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jeux, s'il vous plaît.
Hello, Manny.
Hola. I guess Gladys is good at anything that uses keys. Quiet night, huh, carnal?
Day of the Dead ain't good for business, Chief. But last night, remember last night, Manny? Oh, wait!
What's that you're playing?
Oh, this is just a little, love song for a special lady.
You think she'll come in tonight?
Who, my special lady?
No, Meche.
You know what, Manny? I think she will. I got a feeling tonight's the night.
You know, when we leave, I'm actually gonna miss this place.
Aw, Manny, why can't we just stay here? We got our fancy club, we got 3 squares a day. Max lets me take the bone wagon out on his kitty track once a week. Plus, we look good in these clothes.
Gladys, I can't live in this world forever. It's not where I belong. I've gotta find Meche and help her, because if it weren't for me, she'd have been on that train a year ago.
Okay, Manny.
Later.
Out.
Ah, Amarillo de Oro. A very fine liqueur filled with solid gold flakes. Nothing but the best for my customers. My rich customers. Yes, I better take this with me for safekeeping. Ah, my bread and butter. Thrill-seeking rich folk with a poor grasp of statistics and probability.
Le
Chow
numéro
Chiller Charlie
gagnant,
in his regular booth.
le 4, noir, Perremanque. 4, black.
Mind if I sit down, Charlie?
Of course not, Manny. I mean, it is your club, right?
Right. So what are you doing in it? Didn't I tell you not to come back until you can pay your bar tab?
Oh, or they kicked me out of that cat track for printing fake betting stubs. So now I have to come here, Manny. Which I love.
How did you print fake betting stubs?
With this. Isn't she beautiful? The last time I was incarcerated, I shared a cell with the most dishonest con man I ever met. He was strictly small time, and I managed to steal this from him quite easily.
Thanks. You never know when this may come in handy.
Hey, give that back to me, Manny.
Maybe once you settle your bar tab, eh, Charlie?
Oh, Manny.
Well, I've got a club to run, so...
Oh, yes. Please, Manny. Get on with your glamorous life.
Police Chief Bogan, Rubacava's finest. Rubacava's only, for that matter. You know, some people say you should always walk away from the table when you're on a winning streak.
Oh, yes, but I'm feeling extra lucky tonight.
An honest roulette croupier is hard to find. And guys like this, even harder. Everything okay down here?
I'm going to need some more chips if Monsieur Lucky does not call it a night soon. Le numéro gagnant. Le 5. Rouge. Impere manque.
Evening, Lupe.
Hi, Manny. I have to tell you about my new organizational system for the coats.
Everything okay back in the land of fur and fedoras?
Everything's in order. It's beautiful. I can't wait for people to come in and try the new system. It's so cool. Want to hear about it?
Okay, back to work.
But my system.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Meche?
Manny, help me. I've been lost for so long. Why didn't you look for me?
I did. You ran off. Why?
Because you said I was no good. I've been all alone in the world for a whole year. And it's all because of you!
This gonna be an annual thing with you, Manny? Every Day of the Dead, you toss your bones into the drink and I fish 'em out?
I don't plan to be around that long, Velasco. As soon as I find out where that ocean liner's going, I'm after it.
Ho ho! That ship's going to Puerto Zapato. That's the other side of the world. Ain't no ships going out that way but the old Limbo here, but...
But nothing. If the Limbo's my only hope, then I'm already on board.
Well, good luck, son. That's all I got to say.
That Dockmaster Velasco is one salty old bag of rope.
You should see his wife.
What's going on in that bottle? A tugboat?
This happens to be a perfect scale replica of the SS Lumbago. I'm just having a little trouble getting the walking beam to fit in the neck here.
That's funny, because a lumbago is usually more of a problem in the lower back than the neck.
Yeah,
Nothing. All right, so I'm ready to sail.
On what?
On the Limbo, man. Let's go.
Manny, the Limbo's not a passenger ship. She's small cargo, son, and every hand on board works.
I'll work.
What are your skills?
Sales and restaurant management.
Oh, hey, there is one opening on the Limbo's crew.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's in the engine room. And your buddy Glottis would be perfect for it. But he'd have to get his own tools.
What kind of tools does Glottis need?
Authentic CB equipment only.
Where do I get authentic CB equipment?
Why don't you ask a CB? Afraid of getting stung?
Okay, if I get Glottis some tools, can we board?
He can, yes. No offense, Manny, but there's just no place for you aboard the Limbo. She's fully manned already. In fact, her whole crew's on board, ready to sail at dawn. Except for that one guy.
Who's the one guy who hasn't boarded yet?
Yeah, well, Seaman Naranja's a little late, but he'll be here before they sail.
What job did Naranja have?
He ran the galley.
Aha, restaurant management.
Yeah, it's similar to what you're doing now, except the fish is fresher on the Limbo.
What if Naranja doesn't show up? I can fill his spot, right?
Manny, you're not even in the Maritime Union.
I know that, and you know that, but we're two guys who can keep secrets, right?
Glottis is exempt, but the captain will ask for your card. And if you don't have one, they'll serve you to the sharks like chum. And what's worse, I'll get fined. It's a tough union, boy, and I don't mess with them.
Where do you think Naranja is?
Probably home selecting recipes for the trip.
So let me get this straight. If I get Glottis some tools,
Then I can get him a job on the Limbo.
and if Seaman Naranja doesn't show up for work,
But he will,
and I get a Maritime Union card,
which you'll never get.
then I can sail on the Limbo in the morning.
Jeez. I guess so.
I'd better go finish packing.
Aye, you do that, son.
It shone pale as bone as I stood there alone, and I thought to myself how the moon that night cast its light on my heart's true delight, and the reef where her body was strewn. It's locked.
I know, I locked it.
Crazy.
But don't you see? When the government fades away, so will our troubles.
Ah, nonsense. We will always need some armed force to fight off the return of capitalism.
That sort of fascist thinking is as dead as you are, comrade. When we get rid of all the guns, that's when people will begin to self-police, and the public opinion alone will keep them from committing crimes.
Hola, trust funders.
Hey, look who's making the scene. It's Manny Calavera, the up, the down, the backside of the nouveau riche.
Beat it, dinner jacket. We're talking about things you wouldn't understand, like truth and beauty.
Labor organization and revolt made easy. Hey, can I borrow this book?
Why? So you can freak out our plans for organizing labor and go rat us out to your pal, Chief Morgan?
Hey, I'm just looking for something to read on the can, all right?
No dice, Cumberbund.
Hey, did I ever tell you guys that you remind me of my friend, Salvador Limones?
Salvador Limones is a fairy tale, a spook story the man tells the masses as he puts them to sleep.
Idiot! Salvador Limones is a very real and a very great man.
He also writes a mean letter.
What is this? I, Salvador Limones, salute you, Manuel Calavera?
A great ally in this noble revolution.
You really know Salvador Limones? What's he like?
Why didn't you tell us you were a freedom fighter, Manuel?
I can't talk about my underground gig, man, or I put the whole scene in Dangerville.
Wow.
Heavy.
Hey, I've got a split, so, Viva la revolución.
Oh, man.
Would you cats mind if I dug on this book for a while?
Knock yourself out, brother.
Lola? What are you doing here? This crowd doesn't go much for souvenir pictures. Except maybe of Lenin.
Shh! Manny, I'm on a stakeout. I'm gonna prove to Maximino once and for all that Olivia's no good for him.
Still hung up on Max, eh? Take my advice, Angel. Forget about him. He's a gambling racketeer.
Like you.
Oh, that hurts, baby.
Hey, shh! Here they come.
Come on, sugar. How about a kiss for the road?
Oh, ick. Don't let me down, Nick. You're a lawyer. You're not supposed to have feelings.
I don't, but I know a good tart when I see one. Hey! If Maximino sees that, we're going to end up in matching terracotta pots.
Don't be silly. He wouldn't hurt me. He loves me. Manny, at last we're alone. Tell me, how are the bourgeoisie?
Fine. How's Max?
Oh, Gramps, don't start.
What are you doing with a snake like Nick?
I'd lay it on you, Manny, but I don't think you'd get it.
I'm a little worried about Lola.
That's because she's doomed, Manny. She fell in love with Maximino. That's the one mistake I never made.
Well, catch you later, hip chick.
Keep practicing that lingo, man. You'll get it.
Ooh, smells like this door leads to the kitchen.
Just a dab will drop you. Hey, man, you didn't see me put the secret ingredient in these coffin shooters, did you?
Relax. Olivia stole the recipe from me in the first place.
Yeah, she steals from the rich and gives to me to poor.
The sink is full of dirty hookah water. Strong stuff. That ought to kill the pain. These bees don't seem too busy. Cold one, huh, Terry?
Yeah, it's always cold when you're unemployed, Manny.
Who's unemployed? Aren't you guys in the union?
The union? They don't look after us little guys. They're run by the coppers. And you of all people should know, Manny, that the cops are in bed with the gambling joints.
Why aren't you guys up there working?
You don't know the deal down here on the docks, do you, Manny? If you want to get the jobs, you have to pay the unions extra dues. And that ain't cheap. We don't pay, and so they put us on barrel duty.
If the union is crooked, why don't you register a complaint?
That's a good one, Manny. Did you hear that, guys? He thinks we should register a complaint.
You bees are being exploited. You should do something about it.
Yeah, what can we do? We're just a handful of unorganized drones. We don't know nothing about nothing except just how to take it on the chin.
I can't tolerate all this injustice. I'm leaving.
Things just aren't the way they should be down here, Manny. It's like the worker bees. They do all the work, but we can't affect it's like the way the things are produced should be controlled by... we should... Forget it. I'm just a dumb, hungry, out-of-work bee.
Labor organization and revolt made easy. Chapter 1. The workers shall control the means of production. Ooh, better not show that to Glottis. I think these are the words you're looking for.
The workers shall control the means of production. The workers shall control the means of production. Yes, that's it! That's what I've been trying to say! Who will stop the fat cats of industry from building these ships with the pollen of the exploited working class? I say we fight back!
What's this? Maybe a bee agitator?
I say lay down your tools right now and show the man just who makes the honey around here!
That does it.
Good.
You know, I always thought bees came in two colors, yellow and black. But you look all red to me, my friend.
Ah! Hey, what are you doing? We've got the right to assemble peacefully.
Good. You're going to need a lot of assembly after we take you apart, comrade.
Betty! Get me a lawyer! Get me a lawyer!
Logan, that's gonna make it tough to spring the kid and get him back out here. Good thing I know a lawyer who owes me a favor. This elevator goes up to my club. Hey, Terry, that was a beautiful speech out there.
Yeah, maybe so, but it landed me in here.
Don't worry. I'll get you the best lawyer in town.
Okay, Manny, but quick! Before the movement loses its buzz!
Reward offered for cargo stolen from shipyard receiving area, including a large suitcase bearing the initials HL.
Manny?
Can you make reasonable union cards?
Manny! Are you going to start moonlighting, or are you just looking to hang out with the sailors?
Can you do it or not?
I have a deal for you. If you can retrieve my money from Maximino, I can make you president of that crooked union.
I don't need to be president. And why does Max have your money?
I put a whole suitcase of it up for collateral on a rather large wager last month. The race was fixed, Manny. They stole my money like common thieves. Here, take this VIP pass and use it to get into the High Rollers Lounge. They won't let me in there anymore. There should be a safe somewhere in the wine cellar, and my suitcase should be in it.
And you can get me a card tonight.
If you make it back, Manny, the card will be on the table.
Check out this fancy pass to the High Rollers Lounge. Can you believe how full of themselves they are over there? I don't think their place is any more VIP than ours, do you?
I don't know. I try to stay away from that place.
Really? Why?
'Cause of my problem.
Gladys? Compadre? Ooh.